Hi, I'm going to talk to you about using Do It Now tasks at Key Stage 3 to try and diversify GCSE groups. I've been a subject leader for music at King's Academy since 2018. Our school is in East Sussex. It's a very rural setting. We've got about 20 feeder primaries, 5 form entry. We have generally quite weak literacy, so literacy, reading strategies and oracy have been a big focus for us over the last few years. Our GCSE group's growing year on year. We're about 20% of the year, the last year and this year. And we don't have any entry requirement for the course. Students can take this if they choose. So the big thing that I used to hear when I first started was music's not for me. I don't do music, and specifically I'm not a musician. My ambition has been that every student has an entitlement to continue with music at Key Stage 4 and that they know that they do. So I say to them that we wouldn't expect them to have a geography tutor to do GCSE geography, but that's traditionally what's happened with GCSE music. So I make sure that our Key Stage 3 lessons will prepare them if they want to carry on. Since COVID, really, I've started teaching theory and keywords through Do It Nows to maximise skills time so we can get onto the playing and really drilling the key knowledge so that the students feel they've got the skills required to understand. So why Do It Nows? Well, I focus on mini whiteboards. Flexible and really easy to plan. It's important for me not to have loads of photocopying and paper to be used up. It's really easy to monitor, and most importantly, I can insist on 100% participation and correct common misconceptions and adapt my teaching. I find the students are much more likely to take risks and make mistakes than if they're using paper and worksheets where they might get it wrong or they might make mistakes. And we have a big focus on oracy and reading strategies, so lots of opportunities for turn and talk, think, pair, share, core response for really embedding the vocab, and oracy strategies. So I've relied a lot on online platforms to help this. I'm just going to talk you through some of the ones that I've been using the most. And at the beginning of each unit, I've started rotating the Do It Nows in this way. So rhythm and pitch, spiral curriculum. In year 7, 8 and 9, they all do a band project where I focus on teaching them styles through the decades. This is my area for improvement for next year. And then we recap it all at the end and practice working on some dictation. So teaching gadget. Teaching gadget, we can see treble clef. They can learn the lines and the spaces. They can quiz separately, quiz together. They can use this in class if I bring the Chromebooks in, or we use it as a whole class. It's timed, so they enjoy the sense of competition. Often they say it out loud. They really enjoy doing that. They can learn the different durations, and then they can quiz, again, either as a whole class or individually. It's really useful for Key Stage 4 as well. There's loads and loads of options. A really useful one is cadences and Elliot that runs it's really responsive, so if people have feedback, then he's really, really keen to make that work. Okay, so when we're learning rhythms, I'll teach them what the rhythms are, and then we use this system for saying the syllables, rhythm syllables. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and semiquavers, 3 and so on. Here's an example of me teaching. So I use Rhythm Randomizer. I'll put that up on the whiteboard. Students write the rhythms down on their mini whiteboards. Then I tell them to label it.
So do you remember how to write the numbers on underneath?
And then we write the counts on together.
So if we were going to say it out loud, do you remember how we did that? Okay, have a look at Tom's and see if that helps you. Okay, great, really, really, really good. Can you start writing the numbers on underneath and then remind us how long each one lasts for? Yeah, now the rest, these ones, we've still got to include them in the counting, haven't we, guys? There's 4 beats in each bar, 4, 4. So we have to include the rest as one of our counts, otherwise it's not going to add up to 4. So we've got 1, 2. Molly, can you tell us what we're going to write for the quavers? Fantastic. Darcy, how are we going to label this one? 4. Great. It still lasts one count even though it's a silence. We've got a 1 beat, crotchet, rest, bar line, start the counting again. Ella, how are we going to begin the next bar?
1.
Great, but it's going to be a silence. Let's put a circle around it for our silence. Frankie, what comes next? You've done 1, what's going to come next? Lovely, let her think it's okay, I don't mind if people aren't too sure, I can help them. Okay, now this type of note, Martha, what's this called? You were right, semiquaver, each dot's a semiquaver. Each dot's a semiquaver, so each one is a quarter. We've got half and half. Each one of these is a quarter. The 2 lines tell us that. So, what are we going to write? What sound are we going to say? Sam? Brilliant. 3, E, and and then this bar, Sky. How do we finish this one?
4 E and
Absolutely wonderful. Really, really good. Okay, guys. So let's turn the symbols into sounds. That's why we're doing this, so we know what the symbols mean as sounds.
So, word wall, it's really useful for different modes of learning and testing. You can create resources or use existing ones. It can be set for homework. Another example of great low-stakes testing. It's suitable for formative and summative assessment, and again, really high pupil engagement. So here's an example of one that I've done to learn the elements. They can work as match-up, quizzes. It really, depending on the situation, you can choose the correct template for what you want. Flashcards if they're learning at home, spin the wheel if they're quizzing in class. Most often I would use this. So they have to say, I'll get them to write down on their whiteboard which one it might be.
Here we go. So opening section of the song, usually before the lyrics start. Write down the key word, please. Here we go. So opening section of the song, usually before the lyrics start. Write down the key word, please. Go, 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 go. Amazing. Fantastic. Archie, please would you write the whole word, not just the letter? Fantastic. Okay, great. So intro is the opening section of the song, usually before the lyrics start. Great. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Same tune, same lyrics each time, tells the headline of the song. Don't worry if you're not sure, we can rule one of them out because we've just done intro. Great. Really, really good. Show me, show me, show me. Yeah, fantastic. So almost 100%, it's the chorus. Think about the title, shake it off. Those are the lyrics of the chorus, they're the title of the song. It's the headline of the song. Really, really well done. A rhythm that emphasises the offbeats. A rhythm that emphasises the offbeats. You might have to use a process of elimination for this one. A rhythm that emphasises the offbeats. Okay, we have kind of got a 50-50 going on here. Okay, so the correct answer is syncopation. Can you say syncopation, please? Syncopation. Can you then use syncopation? Syncopation. Okay, so syncopation is? A rhythm that emphasises the offbeat. One more, syncopation is? A rhythm that emphasises the offbeat. Excellent, really good.
Okay, so I did some pupil voice with my students last week. This is what I got from my year 10 and my year 9, current year 9. Loads of them think they could work out the notes of the treble clef, which feels like a big win. Loads of them feel like they can remember the note lengths. This reflects the styles work we've done describing songs. And my current year 10 feel either it's prepared, the Key Stage 3 is prepared them or prepared them a certain amount. I think we can improve that, but I'll take it for now. And I really like this, that they feel like music is for them, they belong. These are the costs you're looking at for these online platforms. I have the premium subscription for Teaching Gadget, £160, but it's for the whole school. Wordwall, you can use for free, or if you want to be able to make your own resources and save them, it's £5 per month. Quizlet and Rhythm Randomizer are both free. So I hope you find something useful to use in those. I've attached my Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4 curriculum plans, and there are links to my Word walls and quizzes for Key Stage 4 in the document. Here are all the links, and you can see more about the particular strategies like talk, turn and talk, and think, pair, share in teaching walkthroughs. Questions? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks so much.